Back in 2015, I found a lump on my left breast, so booked doctor's appointment. I went to see the consultant. Because of my age, I was 25 at the time, the attitude was, you're too young, so it's not going to be anything sinister. A month passed, lump is getting bigger and it's starting to hurt. The doctor said, well, they couldn't see anything, so there's nothing to worry about. At that time, I didn't think that anyone was listening to me, but I kept going back because I was just determined that, no, someone's going to listen to me. So a whole year's gone by now, and we're in 2016, where I saw a doctor who, again, for the first time seeing me, just looked at my notes and saw that I was only 26 now. Again, her whole attitude towards me was, yeah, it's nothing to worry about. I'm pretty sure it's just, you know, a cyst or something. It's not, I'm guaranteed it's nothing to worry about. I was just like, okay, sure, but I'm not taking your word for it. I want you to do something about it. So she sent me for another ultrasound, and that's when everything turned upside down, literally. I knew about the lump on my left side. I didn't know that anything was wrong on my right side. So when I'm having this mammogram done now, I'm thinking, why is she focusing on the right side now? There was invasive cancer also on the right side, and it's the aggressive kind. I had it in my head that, yeah, this is probably bad news. You're going to deal with it. And this is it. Then after that, everyone else, I just kind of sent a text message saying more or less the same thing to friends, family. I was just like, yeah. So today I've just been told I've got cancer. It's treatable. But yeah, that was literally it. And then I didn't really want to talk to anyone, really, because I just wanted to go through the motions of it all. Like I said, everything kind of happened really quickly, because as soon as I got the MRI scan results, I had another meeting with the doctors who, he didn't even say, he was talking about surgery, and I had to ask him, so when is the surgery going to be? Oh, it's going to be tomorrow morning at 7 a.m. And I'm like, what? Like, I've just been told all of this news, and it was like, to me, it seemed like a cover-up, because the way everything happened so quickly, it was like they knew that they done messed me up and they had to sort this out, like ASAP. Because literally I had the biopsy, they got that results, then it was straight into mammogram, MRI, surgery now. So I just thought, yeah, you're trying to cover your tracks now. So after that, had the surgery. It was 8 hours long. A total nightmare kind of thing. I remember my family took some pictures of me, saying I looked all grey and like not in a very good way. I had tubes coming out on both sides. I was literally a mess. And my hospital experience, that's a whole nother story, because again, I'm young. I can do things. Not that I've just had major surgery, which consisted of a mastectomy of the left side and a lumpectomy on the right side. Yeah. So a mastectomy is the actual removal of the whole breast. And I didn't actually realise that it meant losing your nipples. Like, I didn't actually realise that's what they do. When they do a mastectomy, they take literally everything, leave you with some skin, but they remove nipples and all sorts. That was a big problem to me. I don't mind losing the breast, but like, give me something still. So I remember talking to my family and I was just like, I wonder if there is a way of being able to keep it and still have the mastectomy. Luckily for me, it was fine. I got to keep it, so I was happy. After I just recovered from the first surgery, getting back to the swing of things, my breast care nurse, she came to look for me to give me some news. 10 out of 13 lymph nodes had been affected by cancer. All I knew is that I needed to have another surgery to have all of the lymph nodes on my left side removed. And ended up with lymphedema, which is why I got to wear this sleeve and glove to compress the fluid build-up because I don't have the lymph nodes anymore. So the swelling has no way of draining, so I have to do exercises and wear this all the time. The type of cancer that I had, it feeds off like hormones. These injections block my hormones. As a result, I don't get periods or anything. It sends you into menopause. All the same things that people who are actually going through menopause, I have those symptoms. I had 3 cycles of this red looking drug, which was just foul because it turned your pee red, for starters. Yeah. And I could not, for the life of me, stand anything of that same colour. I just associated it with the chemotherapy. So if anyone had the drink that they were drinking and it looked like that, I'll be vomiting or I'll just feel really, really not good at all. Start feeling all sick. So it impacted my family a great deal because my senses were heightened as well, meaning I could smell things that other people can't. I'll be sleeping and I could smell something that does not smell right to me and it will bug me and it has to be fixed. That is a thing with chemotherapy. It's like you have to fix things. You can't just leave it and be like, yeah, it's fine. It'll pass. No, you have to find whatever it is, deal with it, so then I can rest. Yeah, I already knew that I was going to lose my hair. So in preparation for that, I thought to myself, let's go out with a bang. So I thought, let me do a shortcut, but I wanted to have like a pattern at the back of my head. I only got to rock that for like, I don't know, a couple of weeks or so. And I remember just touching my head and just like seeing like these chunks like coming out. And I was just like, whoa. When the hair came off, I would let immediate family, they were the only people that could see me like that. Everything had to be on point. Makeup had to be done. If I was going out to do a corner shop, everything had to be done. Like, I also put on a lot of weight. That was something that I found very, very hard. Clothes that I used to be able to wear, you know, I couldn't wear no more. They didn't fit, they didn't look right. I want to be able to look how I did before. I find that people do struggle to talk to me. Treat a person that's going through it like you've always done. Because when you start acting different, it starts to get that person thinking, like, oh, is it because I'm sick? Cancer does not define me. I'm still the same person I have been. Then doctors were like, yeah, you're cool, you're good. They done like a few scans and it showed that I was clear. So I was like, yes, I can get back to normal life, you know, start rebuilding life back. So I'd say beginning of 2017 started piecing my life back. When I got diagnosed the first time, I knew that I was going to get my life back. I was going to be able to do everything that I wanted to do because I defeated it. Whereas the diagnosis this time it's not that. It's incurable, which means I'm always going to have it. And me living now, it's all about them being able to keep it under control And that's what people don't understand, that it's incurable, meaning it's always going to be there. Yeah, I'd say that's one of the things that really gets me angry. It's that when I feel that people don't understand this, you know, how serious it is this time. It's just certain people, you talk to them and it's like they kind of brush it off because they feel like it's my first diagnosis. And then having to try and explain that, it's just, it gets me frustrated because it's like talking to a brick wall. I never used to tell anyone anything. Like, if I was having a bad day, I wouldn't express that. So I would show you I'm fine. And that's all you would see. Is that, yeah, she's coping, she's fine. Deep down, I wasn't really coping too well with certain things. I just felt like I had to be this brave person all the time. Whereas the second diagnosis now, I felt I don't have to be this person. So it's always about asking for help. Makes things so much easier. I was a person that, you know, just didn't want to do anything. It's like chemo's made me feel like rubbish. So I'm just going to lie here. And there was a period of time where I would literally just, all I did was slept. Like, I would just sleep. I wouldn't even bother to get up. I would just be like, nah. Life is rubbish. Chemo's just made so much pain. I'm not going to do that. But then, I don't know, one of these days, like, a light switch just went off in my head. And I was just like, no, you're not going to go out like that. Just being this person that just wants to be glued to your bed. So I decided that I'm going to do more. If I've got a little bit of energy, just do something with it. If I can help other people by making them more aware to check and, you know, do all of these things, then I'll be the guinea pig. I'll put myself out there. So that's how Cancer Slayer came about. And I just thought it's better for me to document and show exactly what happens so people can better understand. And if they've got questions, they can ask me. Yeah. So I thought, use my experience to help bring awareness, basically. That's all I had in my head, is like, yeah, I just want to make more people aware.
Cool. Just tapped up something. You ready to post it?
Yep.
Let's
Update
go.
to the world.
Let's go.
Hey! Not yet. Jeez!
Video's there. It's live. Go check it out.
I feel like it's not the end of my life. As long as I'm here and I can help, I'm going to do it. So many other people have been able to get in touch with me and ask, you know, questions. There's like a few people that's messaged me and said that they've recently got diagnosed and they didn't know what to do, but they've seen how, you know, how enthusiastic I am and how positive I am. It's changed their way of thinking, that they can get through it as well. That just reminds me, I have a purpose. I set out to do something. I should continue to do it. This new diagnosis has given me a different outlook on life now. Like I've said, I'm not going to sit here anymore and just say, I want to do this and that. Time is precious. I don't want to live life with regret.